Hey guys, it's me, Let's Go, Michael Jackson here, or Victoria Rock, Victory Rocks, or Victoria, or Victory, whatever you like to call me. Um, Welcome back to YouTube Live, and I'm going to very soon do some video, do some picture, um, slide videos of Michael Jackson of that thing of the on 2005 on the 13th. But I will read you one. I can remember where I put it. Okay, hold on. Alright. This is what I remember. What they said about it. Okay. So I had to go all the way to the part of what has in a way happened to what Michael was going through. So this is what happened. So the people of the state of California versus Michael Joe Jackson was at 2004 to 2005 state Brenda Count Subster Court criminal trial held in, and that's what it said, which American recording artist, because it says African American artist Michael Jackson was charged with molesting Gavin Avizo, a 13-year-old boy. Jackson was in distant for 4 courts, molesting a Merrill 4 courts on intersating, whatever pronounce that, a Manuel to molest him. 1 count attempted child molestation, 1 count to hold the boy and his family captive, and conspiring to commit extortion and child abuse. He pleaded not guilty to all counts. The trial Jackson submitted on January 16, 2004 to June 13, 2005, which we're celebrating. The jury delivered a verdict of not guilty on all charges, including 4 lesser measure counts. So basically, they couldn't find anything that can count Michael Jackson into anything that he did, because it was all lies. It was all just lies, all that. But the reason why we celebrate this day is because, he had to go through a lot. In 2004, he had to go through a lot to keep on, telling the truth, saying, I didn't do nothing to this boy. I don't know why this boy thinks I did, but I didn't. I helped him. I did all this and shebang all that. I didn't go for anything else. I didn't go for none of that. I didn't go for this, that, the other, all this. And it's just really crazy because he went through so much, but he still kept keeping his head high, keep on telling the truth of what he did, of what he was telling everybody. And yet so many others thought he was a liar, thought he did it and everything else, but he didn't. They just lied to make it all feel like it was the truth, but it wasn't. Like 2 counts he had to do. Like, it's so dumb how people are. They just want to do it just to take something that he worked for a long time. Ever since he was little, he worked for it. But then he started getting more of his own songs, everything else. He did all that for who he was, of who God made him to be, and then he just got all this. What I think is what happened is that the kid did not care what they were putting a person into and making it feel like it was all true, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't true. It all wasn't true. And this is what I'm going to say. Since I saw on Instagram a lot of people know about Victory Day, and Victory Day is like on this day, on June 13th of 2005, because it's like a history that we know about what Michael went through. And we know that Michael Jackson had to keep on like listening to these liars that kept on saying, oh, I did this, oh, I did such and such as this, I did that. And I can tell that he got tired of it, but he still had to stay strong. He still had to keep up that he's telling the truth, and his family was with him 100%. His father helped him, his mother did, his brothers were there, his sisters were there, everybody was there because they were trying to help him from getting out of that situation. And out of the situation is that, you know, once you're in that kind of predicament, it takes a while for you to get out of it. But everybody was around him. Like, I remember, I think it was on the June 14th, I think. Not June 14th. In 2004, he got up on the car, and I think he started kind of like doing that V sign, which means victory. He kept going like that, and he kept saying, I love you, and everything else. He did a lot. Sure, it was hard, but he went through all that. And when someone can go through that, that means they know what to do. They know how to get that and everything. Because need I remind you, he loved children. And the person who stood by him was his family and his best friend, Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin told the whole truth, and he said about what he did. I don't know why it doesn't show that Macaulay Culkin helped him, but it should, because he did. I know Macaulay Culkin did. And Macaulay Culkin talked about their friendship, their how they would play and everything else. And all this. But on the other hand, like, this is what I'm going to say. Do not watch this other kind of documentary about his life, because they make him crazy. They make him seem like what he's not at all. Because Michael I believe he didn't do that. I just sense, even though like he's gone, I sense something inside the earth telling me that what he did was like out of this world trying to help others. He did all those good songs. He showed who he was to so many sick children. And I think he prayed every time he would like go on a, like when he was about to be on stage with some of the people that did not know. Because I saw that. I saw a lot of things he did. And I think that's amazing. But not just that. He like knew about his God-given talent that God gave him ever since he was little. And if people don't know this, but a God-given talent means something more than you know about it. And I'm not going to stop being who I am. I'm not going to stop being who I'm supposed to be. Because, one on the other hand, so many others don't know about his life. And I've watched the documentary about him. It might be really sad that he went through so much, but he still kept his head high. He kept smiling, everything. He just kept on doing it. No matter how hard it was, he kept on doing it. And that's what I think is amazing. And I know that God was with him 100%. Because God loved him and everything else. Even when some people just kept on making it worse. Because they just, I don't know why, but they just made this one about leaving Neverland. And he never really left it. He didn't really have a problem with that. The only thing was that they fabricated everything of what he said to make it feel like he was like in the dark and he didn't, like he was going to scare a child and everything. Because I've seen the commercial of Leaving Neverland. It's not good. I guarantee you, do not watch it. Do not. But I'm saying this is because I am going to tell you guys about. He just kept on fighting. He just kept on fighting. He knew he would make it out. He just knew it. He just had to believe it. And I think he did. He had a lot of fans. He had a lot of people on his side. A lot of people. So many others wanted to find what he did. But there was nothing he did. There was nothing. They didn't find nothing, 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 nothing. It's like when he said to this woman, and she's like, so they were there. And he's like, and they found nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Because he had to like have a investigation, and he had to like, sadly have that investigation of, they thought a child, like he molested a child and everything, but he didn't, which is dumb. And he had to have, they had to look at, at him. But those are like things of what happened to him when he was little, which I'm sure. But he still kept on being who he was. And I believe that God knows that. And I know that God loved him very much. God showed his talent to the whole world. I believe he did. I believed he had a kind heart and had that childlike figure. Like we all do. I might be 19, but I still have that childlike figure. Because I know what it means to, like, lose a childhood, in a way, to be honest. Like, it's just really sad I never got to see him. But I only got to see him on TV and everything else. In 1999, I got to see him on TV. That was it. But he was just a good man. He tried to be who he was. He tried to show his children who he was, everything. He was good with a lot of stuff. He was entertaining. He was good at dancing. He was good at singing. He was good at, I think, advice too. He was good with a lot of stuff, to be honest. God gave him all that. God literally gave him all that of who he is. I think that is so amazing that God did. And I encourage you guys to watch the true documentary about him. It's all true. It's not fake. Because now when I watch it, I can sense, like, it's all true. And plus, I can sense the pain he went through and everything else. But he still kept on. He still kept on. As in, other people would say, no, he didn't keep on. Well, he did beat it. And that song is called, he said that song means, like, if someone is hurting you, turn the other cheek. And let them, like, that's in the Bible, too. Like, he knew some stuff. Like, he was smart. He knew how to do all that. He was good to make his own music, everything else. Like, it's all there. For one example, it's all there. Like, it would have been so cool if I did get to see him. And then I could have said, can I ask you a few questions, Michael Jackson and everything? You know, I still kind of dream about it. And sometimes I dream, like, I still have this dream. Like, you can get dreams easily and everything. I still have this dream about, like, I'm in heaven. And I see Michael Jackson with Jesus. And, you know, he's like, it's just so amazing. You can tell it's still him and everything, even though they have, like, you know how it means, like, when you're going to have different bodies, because this is like a suit. But the other body is going to be different, and it's going to be young, everything else. It's just going to be so amazing in many ways than one. I can't wait for that. And I bet he's having fun right now doing what he loves to do. And so are the others with that. The others that were amazing too. There were a lot of amazing people. But Michael Jackson is my favorite one. Elvis Presley was a good one. He had this old dance routine from the Jailhouse Rock. And Johnny Cash, I don't think he danced. I think he was just a country singer. But his songs were good too. Like the Ring of Fire. That was a good one. There are a lot of people. John Wayne was a good actor. He did a lot of cowboy movies, a lot of romance movies. There's a lot of things that everybody did. There were a lot of good movies that everybody did. But I like the one about what Michael Jackson did of The Wiz. And then they did that last song. Can you feel the brand new day? 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 Yeah. And I think The Wiz was out in October 27th, I think. I think that's right. Hold up, let me see. I gotta check because usually people don't check these days. Nope, the 24th. So it was made in October 24th, 1978. So I have to wait this October to celebrate about The Wiz as well. Cause that is an amazing movie. There's a lot of things he did. I like when he did the song, "This is it, here I stand, I'm the light of the world, I feel grand." That song. That is a good one. The song is called "This Is It," and then he sings about it. But I hope Michael Jackson will understand that he'll be remembered from days to come. And if I have any children, I'll teach them about them. I'll teach them about him and everything. Tell them how much he did for so many people. And I believe he was a Christian. Because I know he didn't get to celebrate Christmas when he was young. But I think he got to celebrate Christmas when he was like maybe a little older, maybe. And these other holidays, I think, because he did the Easter egg hunt, which the Easter egg hunt is fun. I've done that when I was little too. Well, maybe not little. I can't remember. But he just did so many things. And he just did a lot for others to not understand, but I understand completely. I love the songs that he did. I love all his songs. Blame on the Boogie. Say Goodbye to the Ground. There's a lot of things he did. Enjoy Yourself is a good one too. There was a lot of songs he did. I even like the Carol Burnett and Friends he did. When he was young, he got to see Carol Burnett. When I think he was like a little teenager, I think. Because he was doing almost all of them. And then this woman named Vicky, he was teaching her how to dance. And I think he was still a little younger. But and then he did the Jackson 5 show. It is so hilarious. It's just so hilarious. Like it's funny when he looked at his nose and everything. He just looked at his nose. Great, now I'm making you guys laugh. Sorry. It's just that when you look at your nose, he was just looking at his nose and just doing that. He was just like this. Yeah, but I guess it kind of got my silliness from my dad a little bit. Well, a lot. So I got googly eyes for a girl. Because my eyes, they're googly. Yeah, sorry. I better stop. But I'll never change who I am because this is who I am. I love that I love Michael Jackson. I love that I love to dance his songs, everything, sing his songs a lot. They're just so amazing. All his songs are. There are a lot of songs he did to talk about God and everything. And he always did talk about what God gave him. And I believe he knows that. I believe he is in heaven. Because every time, sometimes, like, I get a dream that I'm in heaven and I see him and I see Jesus there too. You know, it's just like so amazing in many ways, the one. But not just that. It's got a lot of good history things about it. Like I think he had maybe I think he did have a good history, like a good life. Despite when he got hurt all the time by his father and everything else, but then he forgave his father and everything else. And his father was with him on Victory Day, on that day of the trial. That's what you call showing love to somebody. Even though it was for a long time, he did show it at least. And I think he showed it to his daughters and I think his sons, I think too. But also his brothers talked about how much he was really special. Randy talked about how much he was special. I think almost all of them did. But he did a lot, you know. He did a lot. But I'm still praying for his family and for his um, niece that I know of named Sarah Jackson. I can't remember her middle name, but I know it's Sarah Jackson. That's Marlon's daughter. That's Marlon's daughter. Yes, that is Marlon's daughter. Sorry. Yep. That is Marlon's daughter. Okay, I need to shut up. I mean, stop. You know what I mean. But yeah, I prayed for her again. And that is how I've always been. And, you know, you always have to believe and everything else with that. The thing I can't wait to get is his book. Because I remember, like, someone told me his book is really good. Talks about all his life and everything. It's called Moonwalker. That's his book called Moonwalker. So, it's not crazy or dumb, but it is amazing. In many ways, the one. Just so many ways, the one. And his sister is doing some songs that she did with him a long time ago, maybe. But she still keep at it, and so is her brothers and maybe some of her sisters, I think. So I know that's kind of crazy, but it's true. Everybody already knows he was the spotlight. He did all that. He did everything. Almost all that. I love that song Speechless, though. And We Are the World. Because he was saying, we are the world, Shala. We are the children, Shali. We are the world, Shala. We are the children, Shali. That's the song. And then there were so many other songs he did. The Heal the World one was amazing and Speechless. Like he was singing, your love is magical. That's how I feel. But I have not the words yet to explain. God is the grace for his passions and impressions. But it was explained to tell you how I feel. But I am speechless, speechless. That's how you make me feel. When I'm with you, I am lost for words, and nothing is for real. When I'm with you, I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. My head keeps spinning like a carousel. So silently I pray, helpless and hopeless. That's how I feel inside. That's basically the song. Because I remember he was like saying, when I'm with you, I'm lost for words. If God is on my side. Something like that. I might have messed up most of it. But I remember part of it at least. But it is an amazing song. I love almost all of his songs that he did. I think the other ones are about like how the world is. And the other ones were about love and everything else. Because I remember almost all of those songs. And the one come together means we all should come together as one. So that's a good song. There's a lot of good songs he did. So that'll never get out of my vocab or out of my brain as I pass it down to my children and everything else. So, because one day when I get my own children, I might name them. Maybe I might, if I have a son or if I have a daughter, I might name them. I might name my son Michael Victory something. Michael Victory something. And if I had a daughter, it would be did that. It would be Vanessa Marie or Mary and then it would have a last name, but I don't have last names for them yet. But that's their middle names that I would give them if that did happen. But only God knows, so. And I would teach my children, and I would sing Michael Jackson songs to them and everything else, dance the songs, everything, like I've always done. And I'd pass them down with the things I've done and see if they'll do them. And maybe soon I'm going to put all those clothes that I did before back on me, and then take pictures and then post them out and tell the title and then say what the song means and everything else. So I'll do that very soon too. I'll put it on my MJ group and my Facebook and my Instagram, my other Instagram, and I think my other Instagram. There's a lot of things I'll do. And maybe on my YouTube too. And then put a slideshow and everything else. But I got so many things to do. Because, God makes us all who we are. And I'm sure God liked that Michael was just a smiling child and everything. Even though it was hard for him, he still did it. He still showed the love, the light, everything. He might have had emotionals in his life, but he still kept on doing it. Not what people keep posting about on YouTube, which is dumb, but he did all those good songs that I like. All of them, like every single one of them. Very soon, I'm going to do a song about him, about I might do it on Victory Day, which that means maybe today. I might do it. Okay. Thank you for never giving up, Michael. You did it, even though it was hard. How many times it was done, and it came on and on. You kept telling the truth. You kept saying it's true, me. You kept on doing what you did. You kept on. Oh, you kept on. You made this sign when it was hard. You made this sign when it was hard. It's signed for victory, victory. It's signed for victory, victory. Now I remember when I heard this, and I didn't know how scary or crazy it would be. But you kept it. Yes, you told the truth, and you just kept on doing it. No, you never stopped. No, you never backed down. No, you never